Turis asing asal Australia ini memang benar-benar sangat aneh. Dia mengaku telah berkunjung ke 20 negara, tapi entah mengapa bila ia kembali ke Australia, dia hanya memikirkan tentang Malaysia. Apakah negara lain itu tidak benar-benar membuat ia nyaman? Bahkan ketika ia sudah sampai di Australia pun, dia bermimpi tentang Malaysia. Dan aku juga ingin tahu guys, apakah kebanyakan turis asing di Malaysia juga merasakan hal yang sama seperti Mina Saleh ini. Dan sekarang begitu gembiranya ia pergi dari Australia dan berkunjung lagi ke Malaysia. Mengapa dia rasa Malaysia itu lebih spesial dari tempat kelahirannya? Ini benar-benar tidak masuk akal guys. Mari kita temukan jawabannya pada video ini. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Halo guys, apa kabar Anda semua di sana? Tentunya aku sangat berharap semoga kita semua dalam keadaan baik-baik saja, bukan hanya kita, bahkan seluruh keluarga kita dan semua orang yang kita sayangi, juga orang yang ada di sekitar kita. Semoga semuanya dalam keadaan sehat, dan semoga juga kita diberikan kemudahan dalam rezekinya, dalam kita mencari nafkah, dalam kita mengais rezeki setiap hari dimanapun kita berada. Amin. Hari ini aku akan membahas tentang salah satu wisatawan asing asal Australia. Nah, di sini dia mengaku telah sangat berpengalaman berkunjung ke banyak kota, ke banyak negara. Dia mengatakan bahwa 20 negara telah aku kunjungi, tapi aku enggak bisa melupakan satu negara, yaitu adalah Malaysia, dan satu kota adalah Kuala Lumpur. Nah, setelah ia balik ya dari negara-negara tersebut ya guys ya, ia balik ke Australia, dia malah terbawa mimpi guys, dan memikirkan satu negara itu ya adalah Malaysia, dan kini ia terbang lagi ke Malaysia untuk satu tujuan guys ya. Nah, di sini kita akan mencari tahu tentang apa saja yang membuat ia merindukan Malaysia guys ya, membuat ia cinta dengan Malaysia dan ingin kembali lagi ke Malaysia. Dan bahkan sangat luar biasanya guys pengakuannya, dia sangat bersyukur bila menjadi warga negara Malaysia. Nah, ini sangat menarik guys ya, seorang warga negara asing yang negaranya itu sudah maju guys, Australia, ingin menjadi warga negara Malaysia. Nah, ada apa di sini akan kita bahas videonya. Baik, sebelum kita mereaksinya, alangkah baiknya bagi kalian yang belum support, silahkan Anda subscribe terlebih dahulu dan aktifkan notifikasi bel agar tidak ketinggalan update video terbaru dari channel ini. Langsung saja kita mereaksi video itu. Jom, ini dia.
Everyone, today's video is a really exciting and lovely one to make because I'm going to tell you all about why I love Malaysia and in particular KL so much. As you might have seen in my channel, I was here about 3 or 4 months ago and I'm back again now. I love it so much. It's my favorite city in the entire world, so I'm going to tell you why I'm already planning my next trip here, and why I'd recommend anyone to come here and check it out. It is such a wonderful place to be. So here we go. Number one absolutely has to be the best part of being here, which is the people. Malaysian people are so lovely, so incredibly welcoming, so helpful, friendly, warm and kind. I feel like everywhere you go here, people are welcoming you to Malaysia. They're so helpful. I feel like if I get, lost or I'm walking around, people will come up offering to help me, to give me directions. Everywhere you go to, people are just, kind. And I've been to, I think, over 20 countries on my travels, and nowhere's like Malaysia because no people are like Malaysian people. It just makes it feel like home as soon as you get here. It feels like you're welcome here in a way that I've never felt anywhere else. So yeah, number one, feels like home because the people make it feel like home. I guess kind of related to the people side of things, is just how safe it is here and how safe you feel. I've never had a single instant of being here where I felt anything other than safe. It's awesome any time of the day or night, in any part of the city in KL that I've been to. I've never had to think about my safety, whether that's my physical safety, my things. You know, you can leave things on a table, go and order, not even have to kind of think about it. It's really great. No one's really trying to like rip you off. People are honest and kind, and you don't need to think like, is this a dodgy alleyway or is this part of the city that I shouldn't be in? Especially as a girl spending a lot of time sort of walking around and exploring alone. It's so lovely to be in a place where you don't even need to give a second thought about your safety. So that's beautiful. I definitely don't take that for granted, and it's something that I love about being here as well. As it just I feel like I can go anywhere and do anything and not have to worry about anything to do with safety, which is really lovely. If you've seen any of my other videos, this one won't surprise you. The massive reason why I came back and why I already can't wait to come back is the food. Oh my god, Malaysian food is the best food in the world, I'm sure of it. Both the variety of like the types of food you can get here from like a multicultural perspective, and you know, any cuisine that you want, you'll probably have the best version you've ever had in your life in KL. I'm vegetarian as well, and the amount of vegetarian options here are amazing, like unbeatable anywhere else I've been. So good. Any street you walk down, you might just sit down and have like the best roti of your life. And there's hawker centres and food courts and restaurants, and I feel like the Malaysian culture is so centred around food, which I love. So as soon as I left last time, I was already dreaming about coming back for Malaysian food, and I've eaten very well being here. So I'm sure once I get back to Australia, I'll be having dreams about Malaysian food again. So I will definitely be back to eat my way around the city again. But yeah, the food has to be up there. One of the top reasons why I'm here, why I'll come back, and why everyone needs to come to Malaysia to experience the food. Something else I love about Malaysia is the weather. It is just beautiful. Any time of year, it's a beautiful, like consistent, warm temperature. It's like 30 degrees every day, which I love. Being an Aussie girl, I love the sunshine, so I love coming somewhere that's warm that I can soak in the sun and the heat. So that's amazing. And while, you know, a lot of the malls are air conditioned, which can be very welcome on a really hot day, it can get a little humid. I love it. Getting to go out wearing whatever you'd like, and the evenings not having to worry about layers and jackets and drops in temperature. It's just nice, like leaving an air-conditioned room or house or shops and going into that warm, like feeling the warm air. I love that feeling. So yeah, absolutely the warmth and the weather, even with some occasional afternoon showers, which I actually find quite refreshing because it's not cold, it's just a little bit rainy sometimes, and an afternoon storm can be kind of nice. I love the weather here. It makes me very happy. It's very good for my soul. I absolutely love the hustle and bustle and energy of KL. I feel like anytime you come out, there's something going on, there's people around, there's random like displays happening, there's Christmas decorations around, there's things to see, things to do, people doing stuff. I love that energy, and I really feed off that energy of the city. And it's awesome being in such a big, vibrant, incredible place like KL. And yeah, I feel like there's no kind of city in the world like it. It's incredible. So I feel like Malaysian people are relaxed and laid back and have a real like no worries attitude. I think it's amazing the contrast of being in this big, bustling, energetic, vibrant city, but then everybody being or feeling so like warm and laid back. I've been an Aussie. I like to think that we're, you know, pretty laid back too. We're sort of the land of no worries. But honestly, I think that Malaysians are even more so to that extent. Like sort of more so no worries. Like you go to a store and you want no ice in your drink. Boleh, no worries, okay. You want vegetarian, boleh, no worries. You want something changed or something different, or literally like nothing seems to be a problem, and people don't seem to get hung up on little things. So yeah, you're sort of surrounded by so much energy and so much is going on, but the people seem to be relaxed and not as, I don't know, intense or uptight, I guess, as sometimes you meet people in big cities in particular. So yeah, it's really great, I guess, on both fronts there. You've got the energy and then you've also got that sort of chill side of things. Another thing that I love about Malaysia is the Malay language. It's just beautiful to see written and to hear spoken. I love the language. I mean, I've read that it's one of the easiest languages in the world to learn from English. It's quite phonetic when you see things spelled out. I honestly think that
guys, kita
a
pause
lot of
sebentar
the
guys ya. Maaf ya, aku ingin komentar di sini bahwa jarang-jarang nih aku dengar tentang orang bule yang amat menyukai bahasa Melayu guys. Mungkin karena dari segi penyampaiannya dan juga iramanya yang begitu dinikmati dari Mina Saleh ini. Dan aku juga pernah melihat beberapa konten dari orang Eropa yang bisa berbahasa Melayu dengan baik ya guys ya, sangat fasih sekali. Oke, kita coba play.
that are spelt in Malay are probably the way they should be spelt in English, like quite phonetic. I love like, I don't know, T is like T-E-H, and like ice is A-I-S, and like police is like P-O-L-I-S. You see it and you're like, yeah, that makes sense. That is the way that word is pronounced. And then the rest of the Malay words are beautiful and just interesting. It's a fascinating language to learn, so I'm doing my best. And it's beautiful that when you try to kind of speak it, the reaction you get from people is so lovely. I guess a lot of locals may not expect you, being a foreigner, to be able to speak. So even if you just make a little bit of effort to know or to learn a few words, the smiles that you get and the acknowledgement you get from locals is so lovely and really encouraging, I guess, to continue to learn it. So I'm really keen to learn more Malay, and I would love to be fluent one day. So I think I'll be trying to make some Malaysian friends when I get back to Sydney so I can continue to practice. So when I come back next time, I'll hopefully be even better again at the language. I guess one of the reasons why so many foreigners take to Malaysia or like find it so easy to fit in straight away, something I really love about it is like, I guess how familiar but how different it is. So as a Westerner coming here, there's a lot of creature comforts. You know, there's English, as I've sort of mentioned, pretty widespread, so you can get around relatively easily speaking English. And there's also a lot of familiar brands and stores and things like that. So you can get pretty much anything that you would want to get from home, wherever you're from. But at the same time, it is so different, such an interesting, unique place. So you can also go to these like small restaurants that are so different to anything you'd find at home. The language is different, the people are different. You can wake up, go to a fast food shop and some store that is very similar to what you'd find at home, and then you can also go to like a wet market or go and see something that is just so wildly different. And yeah, I love that about Malaysia as well, and I could really spend forever here, and it just makes it so easy because you literally, there's nothing that you ever miss. I've never missed anything being here. I feel like everything I could possibly ever want is available here and so much more. I also love the public transport and just general kind of infrastructure here. I am currently about to go up to the monorail. I love the monorail, how it runs around the entire city of KL. Super easy to navigate, very reasonably priced, pretty punctual. And there's also the free bus around the city as well. I love a city that offers free public transport. That's for tourists and for locals as well. So between the monorail and the bus, I've been able to get everywhere that I've wanted to go within the city and even like around the outskirts, and there is, sorry, it's busy, and there is so much to see here as well, so it's really good that you can conveniently get around, so I love that about KL. Something I will miss about this place is just how reasonably priced everything is. Accommodation is super cheap, but what really stands out is the meals. Like, you will eat the
Sangat
best food you've had in your
murah, ya.
entire life and get the bill, and it's like 2 to 3 Australian dollars. It's exceptional. Shopping's a bit cheaper as well, but yeah, food is so cheap, drinks are so cheap, so you can come here, have the time of your life, eat like absolute royalty as a foreigner, and literally save money doing it. So it's just a little, like, yeah, a little bonus of coming here, as if there wasn't enough reasons already. I absolutely need to mention the shopping and the malls. Staying in KL in Bukit Bintang has been amazing because there's like 5 of the best shopping malls I've ever seen in my life, all within walking distance. I'm currently in Times Square, which also has a massive roller coaster, which is so cool because why wouldn't you want a massive roller coaster in your shopping mall? I love it. There's always something to do and see, and you come to a place like this, it's incredible. And it's also nice if you do want to escape the heat, that there's so many options of places that you can come that are air conditioned, places to look at, things to buy, everything's cheap, go on a roller coaster. What more could you possibly ask for? I mean, there's so many reasons to love KL and Malaysia already. These are all just icing on the cake, but I have to mention it, and it's Milo. I love Milo. Being Australian, you can buy it, but it's often consumed as more of like a kid's like drink or snack. I love that it's so socially acceptable just to have Milo here. Go to like a roti place, get an iced Milo.
Milo
They are
kalau di
so
sini
good
penyebutannya.
every single time, and I swear to God, when I tried to make them back in Australia, can't replicate the same thing. You go to convenience stores and there's like 10 different types of Milo that you can buy. There will be like $1, if that, Australian, at least like 3 ringgit. It's incredible. I love their appreciation for Milo, and I absolutely share it. I love the amount of convenience stores here, like both the variety, but the absolute density of them. Honestly, every single block that you walk down in the middle of KL, you'll walk past multiple convenience stores, whether they be 7-Elevens or KKs or Family Marts. It's awesome. I am a girl who loves a snack, loves a drink, especially with the heat. Like, it's nice that you can walk around and go in, and the variety in them is awesome as well. Like, there's so much to buy and to try as a foreigner in the convenience stores. So just another thing to love. I want to thank you guys so much for watching my video, and more broadly for joining me on my trip and watching all of my other videos. Really appreciate it, and you guys are just another reason why Malaysia and KL feel like home. You're all so welcoming and so kind, and I really appreciate it. If you've enjoyed this video, if you could like it below, that would be incredible. If you could subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, that would be wonderful, and you'll get notified on my future content as well. So thank you guys so much. Terima kasih, and I will see you guys next time.
Dan tadi kita baru saja mereaksi bagaimana bule asing ini, atau biasa dipanggil Mina Saleh ya guys ya. Dia begitu banyak ya pengalaman atau ceritanya saat berada di Malaysia, dan hal itu yang membuat ia sangat cinta kepada negara tersebut ya guys ya. Dan dia sebut di awal bahwa orang Malaysia itu sangatlah ramah dan juga begitu open terhadap orang luar atau orang asing ya guys ya. Dan bukan hanya sampai di situ saja, bahkan orang-orang asing atau juga wisatawan asing tersebut begitu sangat mudah dalam berkomunikasi ya, karena orang Malaysia itu rata-rata semuanya bisa dapat berbahasa Inggris dengan sangat baik. Jadi kalau kemana-mana orang asing itu tinggal bertanya kepada orang pribumi, maka sudah akan diberikan jawabannya yang tepat ya guys ya. Oke, selanjutnya lagi yaitu adalah tentang keamanan. Nah, negara Malaysia ini dicakap tadi oleh Mina Saleh ini, Malaysia adalah salah satu negara yang sangat aman. Dia kemana-mana itu tidak ada merasa takut, tidak ada merasa tidak ada merasa ngeri ya bila ingin menuju ke satu tempat, bahkan itu di momen saat larut malam ya guys ya. Yap, Malaysia itu adalah negara yang sangat tegas dalam hukum ya guys ya. Jadi kalau orang ingin ya berbuat kejahatan, maka orang itu harus berpikir 1000 kali untuk melakukannya guys ya. So Malaysia adalah salah satu negara yang paling aman ini menurut banyak turis yang ada di sana ya guys ya. Dan selanjutnya lagi dikatakan oleh bule ini bahwa dia tidak bisa sama sekali melupakan makanan yang ada di Malaysia. Nah, Malaysia itu adalah negara multikultural ya. Jadi di sana ada banyak sekali etnis dan tentunya memiliki varian makanan yang sangat khas dan kaya ya guys ya. Di mana-mana itu ada makanan India, ada juga makanan Melayu, ada makanan Cina, ada juga makanan dari berbagai negara lainnya. Dan itu bisa dinikmati dan dibeli dengan harga yang murah ini menurut wisatawan asing ya guys ya. Karena kalau dikalkulasikan, jika dia berada di negara sendiri dan ia berada di negara Malaysia, tentunya harganya sangat murah di Malaysia, namun tidak kalah dari kualitas rasa. Nah, di situ yang paling penting guys ya. Udah harga murah, kita mendapatkan rasa yang enak. Nah, itu dijumpai di negara Malaysia guys ya. Nah, ini adalah salah satu hal yang membuat bule ini mencintai negara Malaysia. Dan ketika ia saat berada di negara Australia, dia teringat-ingat lagi, terkenang-kenang lagi oleh negara Malaysia, maka dia berangkat lagi ke Malaysia ya guys ya. Dan ada hal lainnya lagi yaitu adalah cuaca. Nah, Malaysia itu nggak beda jauh dengan Indonesia guys ya, memiliki suhu atau iklim cuaca tropis ya. Jadi momen yang sangat tepat untuk para turis ini berkeliling ya guys ya ke bandar-bandar yang ada di Malaysia. Nah, ini hal yang membuat aku sangat kaget ya guys ya, bahwa dia di sini sangat tertarik sekali dengan bahasa Melayu. Nah, aku juga sering melihat konten-konten orang Eropa ya. Mereka ini jago sekali guys ya, atau pinter sekali berbahasa Melayu. Nah, itu tandanya apa? Bahwa itu sebagai bukti bahwa bahasa Melayu itu sudah diterima oleh siapa saja guys ya, dan sudah mulai banyak orang yang tertarik dengan bahasa Melayu ini. Dan selanjutnya adalah transportasi yang begitu mudah ditemukan di Malaysia. Dia sebut ini ada monorail dan juga bus gratis. Dia tidak menyebutkan yang lain-lain nih guys ya. Ini baru 2 saja itu sudah membuat dia gembira ya guys ya, karena begitu mudahnya ia berpindah-pindah lokasi dengan 2 transportasi ini. Dia tidak menyebutkan ada Grab dan juga MRT, LRT dan banyak lagi ya kalau kita bahas tentang transportasi di sana. Dan yang terakhir adalah Milo. Aku suka nih kalau kita membahas tentang Milo, karena di Malaysia itu memang terkenal dengan Milonya, dan itu telah menjadi tradisi di Indonesia. Bagi siapa saja orang yang baru pulang dari Malaysia menuju ke Indonesia, nah banyak sekali dari mereka itu membawa oleh-olehnya Milo. Baik, lagi demikian tadi video dari aku. Semoga Anda semua terhibur dengan video ini, dan aku mohon undur diri, mohon maaf jika ada kesalahan dan kekurangan. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.